A Dryad /Dra. Greek, delta rho upsilon alpha delta epsilon sigma sing delta rho upsilon alpha sigma, is a tree nymph or tree spirit in Greek mythology. Dries delta rho upsilon sigma signifies oak in Greek. Dryads were originally considered the nymphs of oak trees specifically, but the term has evolved towards tree nymphs in general, one or human tree hybrids in fantasy. Often their life force was connected to the tree in which they resided, and they were usually found in sacred groves of the gods too. They were considered to be very shy creatures except around the goddess Artemis, who was known to be a friend to most nymphs. These were nymphs of the laurel trees. The Meliades or Epimelides were nymphs of apple and other fruit trees, and the protectors of sheep. The Greek word melas, from which their name derives, means both apple and sheep. Hesperides, the guardians of the golden apples, were regarded as this type of dryad. Dryads, like all nymphs, were supernaturally long-lived and tied to their homes, but some were a step beyond most nymphs. These were the hamadryades, who were an integral part of their trees, such that if the tree died, the hamadryade associated with it also died. For these reasons, dryads and the Greek gods punished any mortal who harmed trees without first propitiating the tree nymphs. Associated with oak trees, the dryads of the ash tree were called the Malai. The Malai sisters tended the infant Zeus in Rhea's Cretan cave. Gaia gave birth to the Malai after being made fertile by the blood of castrated Uranus. The caryatids were associated with walnut trees. Dryad saddle Cereoperisquamosus is a mushroom found in North America, Australia, Asia, and Europe on dead trees, logs and stumps, so named because dryads could conceivably use them as a seat aid. In Western classics such as Milton's Paradise Lost, dryads are mentioned as a way to convey grace and elegance. 9. Keats addresses the nightingale as light-winged dryad of the trees in his Ode to a Nightingale. In the poetry of Donald Davidson, they illustrate the themes of tradition and the importance of the past to the present. 10. The poet Sylvia Plath uses them to symbolize nature in her poetry, in On the Difficulty of Conjuring Up a Dryad and On the Plethora of Dryads. 11. The story Dear Dryad 1924 by Oliver Onions features a dryad influencing several romantic couples through history. 12. In Lev Grossman's The Magician's Trilogy, the character Julia becomes a dryad, after having had her shade removed during her rape at the hands of Renard the fox. Her transformation accelerates when she visits Fillory in the company of the novel's other principals, and is complete when she and Quentin Coldwater visit Fillory's underworld. 13. The fantasy novels of Thomas Burnett Swan frequently feature dryads, along with other mythological creatures, usually endangered by the advent of more advanced civilizations. Swan's story The Dryad Tree is set in contemporary Florida, and features a woman's reaction to the knowledge that her new husband's garden contains a tree possessed by a jealous dryad. The story was adapted as a short film in 2017. 14. Dryad Lake in Antarctica is named after the nymphs.